I love her energy, right at the backstage, I can feel it so much. So today I'm talking about NFT Revolution 2024. It's a bit same as what I've written, for my book, but just a quick introduction. So my name is Andy. People know me as a book author. I'm also a licensed fund manager in Singapore. I give a lot of different advice to different governments on blockchain usage, crypto bills, and so forth. So this is who I am. Sorry, the font is a bit messed up, but it's not supposed to be like this, but never mind. So my first book, is about Blockchain Revolution 2030. That was the first time I talk about NFTs, and everybody laughed about me. I say, what is this guy talking about? What do you mean the future for NFT is going to be really different and it's not about just some silly photos? But anyway, they can laugh all about it. And today you can see that there's a lot of different utilities. Then the second book, that I wrote is about NFT from zero to hero. I wrote this not for money. I have a lot of friends who are listed companies, directors, bosses, and so forth. They were kind of being tricked into paying consultants $300,000, $500,000 just to give them a NFT solution. So I wrote this just to counter those experts and AKA scammers, So that's the reason of my book. Sold pretty well, I did well with Amazon, and together with a launch on Bybit NFT Marketplace, I have about slightly more than 10,000 book sales. So last year I was here, and then I told everybody to think bigger, How big can we think? Last year you look at the figure, in April, is this much, 737. Fast forward about 1 year, is more than 1B. So for those who have think bigger, want to do more, this is actually a very good year for you to really look at NFT in a different light. As you can see, I was the partnership chief with Bybit, one of the top exchange. We partner with Red Bull, Oracle Red Bull Racing. Last year, the Red Bull guys were here, and we were talking about how we work with big brands, how we work with big artists. A lot of people in the space laugh at us. They say, that might not work. Last year was really a bad time for NFT. But despite the really bad market, if you look at the figures right at the side, we managed to sell more than 4,000 with Jack Butcher, and then with Snowflow, more than 1,005 ETH. These are really good numbers. Of course, last year I was there. Maybe that's the reason. But this year I'm not. I'm not sure. But again, this year because the market is really good, a lot of things will just pick up from there. The trends are very obvious, very obvious. And this is what I'm going to share with you, how I look at some of the trends moving forward. So trend number one, I think 404 is a hybrid. And I think that is one protocol that a lot of my friends are trying to work on, both with the FT and NFT. Second trend that I look at is RWA NFT. If you look at RWA NFT, a lot of people talk about real estate, for example, or they talk about artwork, commodities, and so forth. I have a friend, who owns a company called Nexim.ai. They are using NFT as a form of a tool for them to do shipping transactions, shipping lending, supply chain lending, and so forth. So these are things that are already happening, and I think my friend is somewhere down there, So they make an effort to make RWA and NFT more feasible, And then another group of guys from Hong Kong that I know very much, trend number 3, is that they look at NFT and ETFs. They use institutions. They talk to different institutions to get NFT, backed by institution, and the products are being wrapped within the NFTs. So there's a lot of such products that are in the market, and don't think that it's going to be something maybe something silly is not going to work and so forth. They are backed by some of the biggest institutions. Some are from the TradFi, some are from the Web3 space. So they back this up and they make sure that is workable. I know of another leading market maker. They try to issue NFTs as a form of structured products as well. So things like this are happening. Next trend that we always see is AI NFTs. But whenever we talk about AI NFTs, most people will talk about, are we talking about generative NFTs? No, I'm not looking at that. But what I really look at is something that is going back to the basic. NFT as a form of membership, or NFT as a token gated NFT. Allow them to access to AI trading products. Let them have access to different signals. These are things that are really happening in the space. CopX, one of the company that I speak to very often, they use AI technology to enable their trading, right? And when they do that, of course they try their best, to stick with all different kind of products, try to use NFT, metaverse, but NFT itself is one of the most successful because they use this as a token gated one. It's not rocket science, but it's something really cool. It's a trend that I see is simple to have. Okay, next thing, trend number 5, Squid Grow. I use this as one of the case study, and I'm a big supporter of different memes. I talk to different memes, talk to different communities. I would say that Squid Grow is a meme with a big twist. I give you an example. They have a very famous, literally famous, good collection, by artist Mike. He does things, work with Marvel, DC, and so forth. They use good partnerships, right? With Mike, they do good products. As you can see, they have like a silent swap and so forth. And why I say this would be a big trend is because projects like this, they have a very big community. When they have a big community, they make wonders, and they have a special IP that they can use it, right? They could even franchise this, maybe they can have a Squid Grow coffee shop in Singapore, right? Use the IP, build it with the community. Everybody can gain something from it, right? So that kind of NFT example, with a meme coin that has big community, it really makes a big difference versus those guys who just make NFT for the sake of making NFT, right? So big shout out to Squid Grow and to my good friend Shiptoshi. Woo! It's always good to have friends around, If not, it's kind of empty, Yeah. So trend number 5, meme with a big twist. Trend number 6, again, many of my friends, they will talk about NFTs, PFP pictures, But I'm a little bit different, I like it when it's real photographs. Photographs with a certain kind of taste. Look at this instead of art. I look at photographs. So in my humble opinion, NFT Marketplace for photographer would be something fun. For example, Seed. They have a lot of photographer within the platform. They have about 4,600 photos minted, and they are constantly trying to work with big brands. And why big brands would like them? I give you an example. If today they can work with Man U, for example, instead of doing some silly pictures of a soccer player kicking, they can actually deploy a real photographer taking shots at the football field, and then make this into a large format NFTs and give it out to their fans. Fans will love it, because they get something that they like, not something that is computer generated. And this is going to be something that is going to happen. I'm not going to review who they are working with, but they are working with big brands right now, with the similar concept that I just shared. I only have 16 seconds. So which chain to look out for? Anybody? Which chain? But personally, I think Solana and Base right now is really the hot stuff. How many will buy NFT? 80% will buy. You can check out my Twitter. These numbers are really real, and I think it's a very, very, very positive sign. And of course, be bullish, but you need to, tread carefully. There are some articles that I talk about in terms of NFT securities and how we test and so forth. So with that, stay in touch. Bye. See you next year.